So my design is going to be pretty simple. I'm just going to take this old used nail, bend it into a hook, oxy-acetylene weld it to a bolt, drill a hole in the leg, bolt it to there, call it good. I'm going to be quite honest, I don't have any goggles, to go ahead and protect myself from the oxy-acetylene welding process. So this might not be pretty, but they do have a slight tint, the glasses that I am going to use, and so at least I'm being safe. I don't think any additional rod's going to be used. I'm just going to kind of melt the nail head down to that other thing and we'll call it good. Alright, so now we're ready to start the piece that's going to hold my little pusher here. I went ahead and taken some tin snips and cut a few pieces. I cut two little side pieces like this, so I'm going to put a screw right here. I'm probably going to cut off this edge too to make it round, but it'll fit together just like that. And so I'm going to take my oxy-acetylene torch and go ahead and feather that off. And I've just heard that called washing. When you, instead of using filler metal, you use Alright YouTube, I lost the power there. Like I say, I don't think I'm responsible enough to have a YouTube channel, but at any rate, all I did was just go ahead and oxy-acetylene together these few pieces here. A piece for the bottom, and then a piece for the top. And I'm just getting ready to make a shelf for my dados here. So I've taken a piece of metal that's left over from a garage door opener that I put up, and I've cut them at right angles, and I'm just going to go ahead and wash that with the oxy-acetylene torch, go ahead and get those pieces welded together, and then I cut a piece of wire mesh to kind of sit in the bottom, and then that'll all bolt to the bottom side of the welder, or the table saw, kind of right down there, I think. Alright YouTube, we're going to call this project done. I know it looks pretty black and whatnot, and crap, you really can't tell with the camera. That's a pretty nice bead, especially right in there. Sure to make a little headway, right? Getting better. Getting better, wow. Look at that. Just absolutely beautiful. Too bad I don't have a good camera. Anyway, I think we're going to call this project done. I'm not going to bore you with the sheet metals and the hole, or the sheet metal screws and the hole drilling and whatnot. Got me a shelf there. Got me a hook for my broom and my wrenches. And I got a little thing to go ahead and hold in that thing when I'm not using it. I'll probably build one other piece eventually to hold this rip fence when I'm not using it. Kind of sit it right across that leg maybe. Anyway, that's all. Alright, so summary of the project. I would say it worked out pretty good. I had never done any oxy-acetylene welding before. I can honestly say that I believe it is an underused concept. I mean, I don't know. I was talking to my dad about it. He didn't know you could. Apparently you can weld up to 4-inch steel with oxy-acetylene. It was pretty simple. The only other thing that I did that wasn't on the video is I went ahead and took a couple of these hooks that usually screw in the wall, cut off the screw portion of it, the lag screw portion of it, and oxy-acetylened it to the existing bolts that were there. Of course I took them off first. But I think that's really going to improve productivity of the saw. I got the wrenches, I got a broom to sweep it off with right there. I got the little push thingy, I'm sure it has a name. And then the rip fence, so I can get everything off the saw or on the saw, and it's all right there where I can use it. So definitely a worthwhile project. In the future, I may put on another hook to hold saw blades, but I would say that it worked pretty good. Oh yeah, and the shelf that I built. Oxy-acetylene is a pretty fun way to weld. I would say that it's definitely something that a person should try to do. I think that you can get a set for about $100. I believe that's about what we paid, $70. Somewhere between 70 and 100, and then of course the appropriate brazing tip. One thing that I can say is you definitely want your metal to fit together tightly. Apparently if it's a little bit too loose, the surface tension of the metal will cause it to ball up where it melted, instead of, you would think it would drip down, but it totally doesn't. So it needs to go ahead and make contact with the other metal. So probably ought to do a lot of tack welds, about every inch or so, to go ahead and make sure that you can get it welded together solid. Anyway, that's all from here. Another job done mostly right.